I'm going to win, not because victory is guaranteed, not because the road is smooth, and not because circumstances favor me, but because I believe in standing firm when everything tells you to surrender. Winning is not about comfort. Winning is about character. And character is built when a person refuses to bow down under pressure. I have learned one thing through struggle: nations, leaders, and individuals are not destroyed by failure. They are destroyed by loss of belief. The moment you stop believing in yourself, you hand over your future to fear. I refuse to do that. I refuse to live a life defined by doubt. I'm going to win because I understand that nothing meaningful is achieved without resistance. Every great journey begins with opposition. If there is no resistance, it means you are not moving forward. Resistance is proof that you are challenging the status quo. People will tell you to be realistic. What they really mean is, don't challenge our limitations. History is not written by those who were realistic. History is written by those who had courage when it was unpopular and vision when it was lonely. I'm going to win because I have seen what fear does to people. Fear makes them silent when they should speak. Fear makes them bow when they should stand tall. Fear keeps them small. I choose courage over comfort. Winning begins when you take responsibility, not blame, not excuses. Responsibility. When you stop blaming circumstances, people, or the past, you regain control. And control is power. I'm going to win because I have learned patience. Nothing lasting is built overnight. Success without struggle creates weak foundations. Struggle teaches discipline. Discipline creates strength. Strength builds victory. There were times when the path seemed impossible, when the pressure was heavy, when voices around me said, "Give up, this cannot be done." But every great change was once called impossible. Impossible is just the word people use when they lack vision. I'm going to win because I have learned to stay calm in chaos. Anger clouds judgment. Panic destroys strategy. Calmness allows you to think clearly, even when everything is shaking around you. A leader is not someone who shouts the loudest, but someone who stands steady when others fall apart. I don't seek shortcuts. Shortcuts create temporary wins and permanent weakness. I believe in long-term struggle, long-term discipline, and long-term integrity. These are slow paths, but they are the only paths that lead to real success. I'm going to win because I believe in preparation. When opportunity arrives, it favors those who are ready. Luck is not accidental. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity. And I prepare even when no one is watching. People often misunderstand persistence. They think it means stubbornness. It doesn't. Persistence means adapting without surrendering. It means changing strategy, not purpose. My purpose is clear. I'm going to win because I understand that leadership begins with self-control. Control your ego. Control your anger. Control your desires. A person who cannot control himself cannot control his destiny. There will be setbacks. There will be losses. But setbacks are not defeats unless you accept them as final. Failure is a teacher, not a verdict. I learn, I improve, and I move forward. I'm going to win because I respect the power of time. Time exposes lies. Time rewards consistency. Time reveals truth. If you stay honest with your effort, time will stand with you. I don't need to announce my intentions loudly. Real strength doesn't need noise. It moves quietly, steadily, and relentlessly. Results speak louder than slogans. I'm going to win because I believe in dignity. Success without dignity is empty. Power without principles is destruction. I would rather lose with honor than win by compromising my values. There will be moments of loneliness, when the crowd disappears, when support fades. That is when you discover who you truly are. Loneliness is not weakness. It is the test of belief. I'm going to win because I refuse to be shaped by negativity. Criticism does not scare me. If criticism comes from those who have never dared to try, it carries no weight. I listen only to those who have walked the path. I understand that progress demands sacrifice. Comfort is tempting, but it keeps you small. Sacrifice stretches you. Growth is never comfortable, but comfort has never changed history. I'm going to win because I believe that mindset defines destiny. A defeated mind creates defeated outcomes. A determined mind finds solutions even in darkness. I don't measure success by applause. Applause fades. I measure success by impact. Impact lasts. I'm going to win because I have learned to stand for something. If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. Principles are not negotiable when the pressure increases. I don't chase popularity. Popularity comes and goes. I chase purpose. Purpose keeps you grounded when praise and criticism both try to distract you. I'm going to win because I understand that real victory is internal before it is external. If you conquer fear, doubt, and hesitation within yourself, the world outside becomes easier to face. I refuse to let past failures define my future. The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. I take the lesson and leave the regret behind. I'm going to win because I believe in justice, justice for my effort, justice for my struggle, justice for my persistence. Life eventually balances the scales for those who do not give up. I don't need instant success. I need lasting success. Anything built in haste collapses under pressure. I build slowly, but I build strong. I'm going to win because I choose hope over despair. Even in the darkest moments, hope is a decision, and I decide to keep hope alive. I believe that when you stand firm, even alone, others eventually find the courage to stand with you. Leadership is not about numbers. It is about direction. I'm going to win because I have learned to trust the process. Doubt fades when effort is honest and consistent. One day, people will say it was destiny. They will say it was luck. They will forget the years of resistance, patience, and sacrifice. But I will remember, I'm going to win, not because the journey was easy, but because I refused to quit. Not because I never fell, but because I always stood back up. Not because I was fearless, but because I acted despite fear. I'm going to win because belief, discipline, and integrity are stronger than any obstacle.